So, you guys say hello. What's up? What we got going on today?
A whole lot of everything.
How many days until 2K?
3 weeks from today.
So we got 3 weeks to get it, pump out. What? How many cars do we have getting ready to go?
Some motors, some transmissions, some all-wheel drives.
Dad, is this your window?
No.
Mom said it is.
It's hidden.
Peep the new merch. Pretty fire bills on there. Anyways, we're on crunch time basically, late nights.
Yeah, and we'll show you how busy we actually are.
And we got some new toys.
Yep. Couple toys.
So start on this side and kind of go around.
Yeah. So, this is not a Texas 2K car, but it has a trans problem.
Keep in mind, you kind of...
Put the explosion. So,
Oh,
something's missing.
it's a lot of weight reduction right there.
Yep. It broke a shaft, so that's sent off to get built, and I'm sure he'll end up doing fuel too. So that's a quick review. Ryan's car is getting a new kit because we don't know whose that is, and he's over it. So that one will start soon. Also wants for Texas 2K, so we'll see about all that. This one's finished actually, but now we're here. He wants billet rings and a fuel pump.
Because this was originally just a base kit.
Yeah, he was just doing like the cheapest possible option he could do. And then now he wants to do a couple like safety things, you know. Don't ride that around.
I'm not.
Bigger stuff. Like this car is a pretty much full build minus a motor. So it's got a semi-built trans, a billet manifold, direct injection delete, billet coolers which are covered up. He likes this thing on, I believe, because he always brings it on, so we put it back on. So, I mean, everything does fit, even with the 5-inch, like, super thick coolers. It's close, but it fits. It's on Motec. It's got AMS fuel pump, 1300 injectors. Since there's no direct injection, that's where they say that you could get to, I think you said 1600 on just the 10 injectors. What else did they have? What did we change? I feel like we changed everything on this car. There's new side tank, new pump, all braided lines for the water coolers. We did a new grill in the back because they had it just cut out. New exhaust to go in it. The only thing left from the people that built it is the turbos and the hot side. And you know what happened? We hit a limit on the dyno. It's way underpowered for what it should be. And one of the turbos were chirping when we first started it. So I think he's got some old turbos thrown on here.
It was more like a squealing.
Yeah, it was like the wheel was hitting the
A bearing or something, yeah.
Which I've heard that before. But that, along with underpower by like 150 horsepower, seems like it could be a turbo issue. So we've got 68 70s, and we'll do 4-inch exhaust and a new hot side. So then all the old stuff's gone. We should have did it from the start, but he wanted to see if there was anything usable, which there's not now. So it's got Motec, which you can't really see anything.
Want to show them the control panel?
Yeah, there's a switch panel. I guess I'll have to film that. So on the Motec, we have it set up where he's got map switching, fuel pump prime, there's a safety stop, there's your ethanol check, like when you push the button it'll tell you on the dash. Hold on. Cruise control and anti-lag. Other than that, they run like a factory car. And that thing's like on a little timer, so anytime you touch the door, it kicks on. Super Trofeo.
World's first.
It's running and driving. We left the blow-off valves off just because until it gets tuned, we don't want to chance any boost in the motor. You know, if the owner touched it before it was tuned or whatever, just don't want any mess-ups. So that's got a gated 6-speed in it, which has never been done. And it's also got a twin turbo setup, obviously. We have a Gallardo that the coolers are being powder coated. He switched to next gen turbos, so those were just a mock-up turbo. So that's why they're just sitting there. Got the,
This don't belong here.
that's a friend's car. We have a very dark colored Huracan. Could almost not even see it. No, it's very neon. It's actually a nice color, I think.
It should do pretty good. Like they even wrap down here.
Yeah, I guess because when his bumper's on, you could see through the diffuser. So obviously the car was the green, and now it's brighter green. So yesterday we did the coolers. What all are we doing? This is like a 900 package. So it's got a fuel pump and billet rings to support it. And then to get to 900, you just go to like 9 pounds of boost. And obviously the base turbo kit will get you there. So everything else is all the same. He's got Precisions and Turbo Smart everything, and then Garrett coolers.
And a lot of carbon.
A lot of carbon. It's all carbon. We got Ryan's car, which is Gabe's Filmer. He just got an R8. I think it's a 17 or an 18. And it's almost ready to start. It should be done today, minus the tune. So he's got a center exit, which where that exhaust comes, it lines up with a center grill. Like Rampage sells a grill that almost matches the factory ones. So that'll line up there, and then you put deletes on the bottom. So it looks as OEM as you can.
OEM plus.
We just have to finish the water line stuff. Gabe's car, the 23.
Which one is this one?
The new one that
The new one. Yeah, good.
just got from us. He took it to Florida for like a month, maybe a little over a month.
He was enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, he said it's perfectly good the power-wise for a daily, but it's registered to race Texas 2K, and the whole plan was to race the other car, which had some other plans on itself. So this one's getting a lot of stuff, man. There's a list. So all it had was a turbo kit, which was my old turbo kit, which had 64, 66s, and they're good to like 1500s max. And I kept telling them, I'm like, why do you want to max those out to where they're inefficient when you had 68, 70s that will flow more at less boost and be more efficient? But he didn't like the whole fact that obviously there was a fire truck, like, you know, ramming that thing. And he thought that maybe water got in the turbos, but they spin perfectly fine. So I think we decided to try the bigger ones. So we're going to redo most of it, because that's the old stuff. So we're going to keep the exhaust because he likes all the Cat titanium. Take those turbos off, put 68s on, and redo the cold side to match it. We have all-wheel drive conversion. Alright, so we have all-wheel drive trans from that car that Chase is pulling out. And we're going to convert this one, because it's a rear-wheel drive car, to all-wheel drive. And since it's on Motec, you could do that. If it wasn't, apparently you can't. So
There's a will, there's a way.
billet manifold as well. As of 2 days ago, we have to put his fuel system from there into here, which almost everything is pulled off of there, minus the pump and the front diff. Hold on. So my goal is to have this car running by Sunday.
It's realistic.
We don't have the Motec here, but when I say running, I mean like our work done, ready to go put the Motec on. So I think it's possible.
110%.
We'll see how this all-wheel drive swap goes, because honestly, we haven't done that. But I don't see why it's any more difficult than swapping parts. Like if you change the front diff, it's the same thing, just putting it in here. So it should be fine.
The only thing I've noticed is like, see his brakes and see those brakes?
Well, that's because this is a base and that's the performance. So that's got carbon ceramics, which would be cool and all, because you could swap them, but the passenger side broke. The fire like made it brittle, and it broke a piece.
Yeah, we've already seen what carbon does with fire.
We gotta put the shaft through here, which is no big deal. Did you hear what he just said? It's a nice shaft. And then we got, that's the all-wheel drive trans.
We're gonna get this one souped up.
Yeah, we just gotta clean it a little bit.
Nothing's wrong with it. It's just soot on top of it.
Yeah.
And all this stuff we're testing before we even.
I mean, we could swap it with the core that's in there, because I already had the one with second, and the stubs are external, pretty much.
You see our boss in the corner?
Yeah.
Show him how the pulleys all messed up.
You run this place? No? You look like it.
He's on our new toy.
I think he's trying to hint at that.
Mm-hmm. We'll get there.
Like, look at me. So this is obviously no good.
No good.
It's created.
No good.
Yeah, Chase pointed out that the belt. Where is the belt? It's gone.
Oh, it's
The belt got shredded off because if you look, when the hole broke, or when the motor broke, look at the front of the block too. It broke the entire front and went forward. Look at the pulleys. The pulleys are shoved to the front of the car. So he really did a number on this one. Couldn't get much worse, really.
Much closer.
I said much worse, really.
The graveyard.
Now we're Audi World, which we had one over there. But this is a 23 that we actually did a base turbo kit on over a year ago. It was like 800 to 900 kit, I think. So that owner traded it into a dealer, and the person that bought this car knew of us ahead of time, knew that we built it. I told him that if he bought it, I would like to update it, you know, to the new stuff. It's like having an old iPhone and then the next year a new one comes out.
This is your terminology.
It-
You always use iPhones.
Yeah, but it's such an easy explanation. Anyone with an older iPhone wants to upgrade, right? So older turbo kit, why would you not want to upgrade?
You're getting that free like T-Mobile
Like
jump.
you see how much better stuff gets, and then not that it worked. It did exactly what it was supposed to do, but we can make it nicer. So we put a clutch in it last week, and then we're gonna move it to that lift so we could fabricate it, because this is not going to be like the standard kit that you could just bolt on. We're gonna do something different. And then we'll throw a fuel system in it as well. Then we have what? So we got Marvin's car, the black one in the corner, getting built motor, clutch, fuel, upgrading the turbo setup because it also had an 800 kit, had 62 66s. We're doing 68 70s on that one as well. And then the whole list. That's supposed to be in Texas 2K. I guess we'll see how that goes. We've got Peter's red R8. He built it himself. He did the fuel, the turbo kit, which came from us originally. And then he had some weird issues going on. So he's like, let me just send it to you, go through my install, make sure it was good. And it was the weirdest smelling fuel I've ever smelt in a car. And then just one thing led to another. So, can't you see I'm working? Can't you see I'm working?
About time you start.
Things escalated, there's no motor.
Where do you find these guys, man?
Can't be too mad. They're doing something. Are you? Hold on a second. Are you? Use them for weights.
Just carry the shop around here.
Before our brief intermission,
That's how you make it two-wheel drive.
It looks like it's no wheel drive to me. Saxid's car. The white one. I call it the Tiffany blue because it's all Tiffany blue stuff. He's had that car for like a year or two. I think it had like a 12 or 1300 kit on it. Had fuel pump, turbo kit, sportsman clutch, and forgot what went wrong with it.
this one?
Solenoid and a trans, something silly, like no mechanical failure. I mean, I guess it's mechanical, but it was just a solenoid and the trans went bad after a year. So since it was here, he's like, let's change turbos, do your new coolers, do the new front mount tank or heat exchanger. So he says he's gonna come down for Texas 2K, not to race it, but to drive the car around. Our Texas 2K whip.
This thing hauls, man.
We'll have a big 4K on the side. We got Adrian's car that's racing. He's got built motor, Pretty much fully built trans. What is this thing? What are you doing? Oh yeah, what do you want to stop? It's got a PPG gear set, stubs, clutch, diff brace. Yeah. He sent 72, 75 turbo smarts, so we're redoing the kit. He's got a triple pump to put in there, the built motor, a new manifold, 24 manifold. We're deleting the direct injection. We've got Motec for it. So there's a lot to get done on that car, and he is definitely stressing, and I kind of hide the stress a little bit. I just get in like a thinking mode. Like, I'll stare at the cars for a couple hours.
No, I'm telling you, it gets bad to the point where Kyle's over here, and then he just
But it
spawns
works.
in way over there.
It works. I just, at the end of the day, sometimes I need to study each car and see what I want to do, how we're gonna do it, and I gotta keep everybody happy too. Like, I gotta make sure that they know we're working on their cars. So there's a lot to think about. There's a lot of cars. So yeah, he's stressing. I think we'll be good. If I have everything back for that car by next Wednesday, a week and a day from now, I think we'll be okay. There's a manual gated Gen 1. It's got like half a kit right now. He changed the exhaust to some crazy idea. That's a basic setup. This one was built a year ago. He broke second gear. It has a pump, clutch, turbo kit, and he just broke second. So now it's got second gear and fixed trans and all that stuff. Another Gen 1 with just a turbo kit. Another Gen 1 that there's a short block in there for it. A Gen 2 that they have some crazy exo cage idea. It has a turbo setup. And then we have this yellow one that came for a used kit off of Gabe's car before it was Gabe's car. And his clutch slips. So we got a clutch for that one. And then you can't do a clutch and not do a fuel system, so
It's like sacrilegious.
he bought a fuel system too. Steven's car, he did sign up. I don't know if he's accepted yet. Texas 2K went pretty quick. So we built the turbo kit last week. All that's left is put a fuel pump in it and run the lines. It has a clutch in it already. So that one went pretty quick. The STO is racing. That one is at like its final stages, and it's sitting there because it's gonna be the first on the dyno.
You say dyno?
It is.
Man.
Yeah, we have a hole. We could have used the hole. But if you notice, that's only 2 feet tall and this is 3 feet deep. I didn't want to add a foot of concrete on top of it. And then you have to buy all the plates and stuff when that's an above ground setup. And the other thought was, we had a 4-post sitting in the corner that was literally just storage. So most of these cars are all-wheel drive, right?
Not this one.
So, well,
Not this
actually
one.
neither of these, but most of them. So rather than move a car off a lift that we're working on, just pull the drive shaft off to put it on a dyno that would be in the ground, to then finish it and put it back on a lift, it seemed inconvenient. So I left it above ground. We left the hole here. And we put the 4-post over it for a pretty good reason, because you back up on the lift that is only used for the dyno, you pull your drive shaft, you go on a dyno. So essentially we saved space.
We just went down
But
instead
the
of up.
hole, hear me out, when it's at the dyno height, you could get under there and still see under the car or even pull the drive shaft. You don't even have to go all the way up. You can just go to dyno height, hop in the hole, unbolt the drive shaft.
Which is good to like check for leaks, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, in the pool, if you want to hop down there, I mean, you could see literally the entire engine section of this car when it's on the dyno. So, it seems convenient. We'll see how it works. But yeah, it's a dyno jet for 2,000 horsepower. So we'll see if we can max it out.
So go with this plan.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's it.
And we basically gone over everything.
Yeah.
So it's just crunch time. We got shit to do.
What are you looking at?